Parenting a toddler is one of the most demanding jobs in the world. These tiny humans are filled with big emotions, boundless energy, and an intense desire to explore their world. They test boundaries because that is their job. It is how they learn about their environment and our expectations. It can be exhausting and, honestly, pretty frustrating when you've said no for the 10th time, only to see your little one heading right back toward the forbidden object. In these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and, just resort to yelling. We've all been there, feeling our patience wear thin as the day goes on. The urge to raise our voice often comes from a place of helplessness. We want our children to listen and be safe, and when they don't, our own big feelings can bubble to the surface. Yelling might seem like it works in the short term because it startles a child into stopping their behavior. However, this effect is temporary and often comes at a cost. When we yell, we are not teaching our child what to do instead. We are simply modeling that big, loud reactions are the way to handle frustration, which isn't the lesson we want them to learn for their own lives. Yelling can create a cycle of fear and disconnection. Instead of seeing us as their safe and confident leader, our toddler might begin to see us as unpredictable or scary. This can damage the trust that is so crucial to our relationship. A child who is afraid is not in a state to learn. Their brain goes into a fight or flight mode, making it impossible for them to absorb the lesson we are trying to teach. They might comply out of fear, but they haven't truly understood why their behavior was inappropriate or what a better choice would have been. Ultimately, yelling is not an effective tool for long-term discipline. It teaches children to fear our reactions rather than respect our guidance. It can make them feel ashamed or bad, which is never our intention. Our goal is to guide our children, to teach them about kindness, safety, and respect for others. To do that, we need to be the calm, confident leaders they can depend on. This means finding a different way, a more gentle and respectful approach that builds our relationship up instead of tearing it down, even on the hardest days. The foundation of gentle discipline is connection. It is the idea that we can guide our children's behavior while maintaining a strong, loving bond with them. This approach sees discipline not as punishment, but as teaching. We are our children's first and most important teachers. When we choose to discipline with love, we are showing them that we are on their side, even when we have to say no or correct their actions. It is about seeing the capable, wonderful child behind the challenging behavior and responding to them with respect and empathy. This helps them feel secure. One of the simplest yet most powerful techniques is to remain calm yourself. Your toddler takes their emotional cues from you. If you are calm and centered, it helps them regulate their own big feelings. This doesn't mean you won't feel frustrated. It means you learn to pause and take a breath before you react. Using a gentle but firm voice is also key. You can be clear and direct without being harsh. Saying, "I won't let you hit," in a calm, low tone is far more effective than shouting. It communicates authority and safety all at once. Another important strategy is to get down on your child's level. When you are physically at their eye level, the interaction feels less intimidating and more collaborative. It shows them you are fully present and paying attention to them. You can gently hold their hands or place a hand on their back to offer physical reassurance. This physical connection reinforces that you are there to help them, not to punish them. You are their anchor in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming. This simple act can change the entire tone of the interaction. Discipline with love is about seeing every challenge as an opportunity. It is an opportunity to teach, to connect, and to model the kind of behavior you want to see in your child. It is about saying, "I see you are having a hard time, and I am here to help you." This approach builds self-esteem and emotional intelligence. It teaches children that their feelings are valid, but not all behaviors are acceptable. It empowers them to make better choices in the future because they feel understood and supported, not shamed or scared. Gentle parenting is often misunderstood as permissive parenting, where children are allowed to do whatever they want. This could not be further from the truth. A core principle of respectful parenting is setting clear, firm, and consistent boundaries. Children not only need boundaries, they crave them. Boundaries make them feel safe and secure because they know what to expect. A world without limits is a confusing and scary place for a toddler. Our job as parents is to be the confident leader who provides that structure with love. When setting a boundary, it is important to state it simply and clearly. Use I statements to communicate the limit. For example, instead of saying, "Don't throw your food," you can say, "I won't let you throw your food." If you throw it, that tells me you are all done with your meal. This is not a threat. It is a calm statement of a natural consequence. You are not angry or disappointed. You are simply holding the line with confidence. The follow-through is just as important. If the food is thrown again, you calmly end the meal as you said you would. Consistency is the glue that makes boundaries stick. If hitting is not okay today, it cannot be okay tomorrow, even if you are tired or in public. When we are consistent, our children learn the rules of their world more quickly. They learn that no really means no. This doesn't mean they won't test the boundary again. They will, because that is their job. Our job is to calmly and consistently hold that boundary every single time. It can feel repetitive, but this repetition is exactly how toddlers learn what is expected of them. Remember to always set boundaries with empathy. You can acknowledge your child's feelings while still holding the limit. You might say, "I know you want to keep playing, and it's hard to stop. It's time for us to clean up now." This validates their desire without giving in to it. You are showing them that you understand their perspective, but the boundary remains firm. This teaches them that they can feel disappointed or sad, and you will be there to support them through those feelings. You are their loving guide, not their opponent. Tantrums are a normal and healthy part of toddler development. They are not a sign of bad behavior or poor parenting. They are a sign that your child's brain is still developing. Toddlers have big feelings, but do not yet have the language or emotional regulation skills to express them in a calm way. A tantrum is an emotional storm, a complete loss of control. Our role is not to stop the tantrum, but to be the calm, steady anchor that helps our child ride it out safely. Trying to reason with a child during a tantrum is like trying to teach someone to swim during a tsunami. When a tantrum begins, the most important thing you can do is stay close and stay calm. Your peaceful presence is incredibly reassuring, even if they seem to be pushing you away. You can sit quietly nearby, ensuring they are in a safe space where they cannot hurt themselves or others. You don't need to say much. Simple phrases like, "I'm right here with you," or "I see you're so upset," are enough. This communicates acceptance of their feelings without judgment. You are letting the storm pass without adding your own emotional fuel to the fire. It is also crucial to remember that a tantrum is not a teachable moment. The learning part comes later, once your child is calm and reconnected with you. During the tantrum, their thinking brain is offline. Once the storm has passed and they are snuggling in your lap, you can talk simply about what happened. You might say, "You were so angry that we had to leave the park." It's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to hit. This connects the feeling to the behavior and reinforces the boundary in a moment when they are able to listen and learn. From my own experience, I know how hard it is to remain calm when your child is falling apart in the middle of a grocery store. But I have also seen the magic of this approach. By accepting my children's feelings and holding my boundaries with confidence, I have built a relationship based on trust. They know they can show me their ugliest feelings, and I will still love them and keep them safe. Gentle parenting works. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You can be the calm, confident parent your toddler needs. You can do this.